So yeah, this was all David's idea. He said, you got to come up here because the view is incredible.
Make sure I charge my Garmin, make sure I've charged my lights. Make sure we get those bars in 10 miles and I'll be more than starving. Nothing compares to the thrill, under-prepared for the hills. I used to get wheels on air, now I put air in my wheels. Change that tune, train and cruise, chains been lubed, pace and move. Strava stats give man a heart attack, but then my pace improves. Bars and cadence are strong, now my legs up, my cadence are long. It's about time we do this, it's the cycling Tattooist.
What is up guys? If you're new here, then welcome to the channel, and if you're a regular, then welcome back. So it is 11 AM, I'm already on the road, and so far I've covered about 15 kilometers into what is going to be a pretty decent day out on the bike. I'm going to be doing quite possibly the most tourist thing a cyclist can do here in Portugal. Today I will be cycling a 150 kilometer round trip just so I can go eat the best pastries on earth. Needed that. "33 kilometers in now, and just stopped back there for a quick coffee, get a bit of a caffeine hit, and I thought, well, whilst I'm there, it's rude not to. Thought I'd get a little cheeky pastry as well, didn't I? And although the pastry was very nice, it's not quite up to the standards of the world's best pastries that I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna have to wait a little while before I devour those, unfortunately, because I'm currently heading up a bloody big hill. Olá, bom dia. I will not get dropped. Anyways, up into the mountains we go. We are now on a climb called Penina. This one tops out at just shy of 500 meters, and I believe I've actually done this climb before when I visited Colares earlier in the year. It's actually in part of the Sintra National Park, and well, as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. We're currently heading into the clouds, so unfortunately the view from the top isn't going to be that great, but there's certainly something special about riding through the forest in the mist. It's just got a bit of a magical feeling to it. So as I mentioned, the main objective of today's ride is to go feast myself on the most incredible pastries there ever was. Yes, of course, I'm talking about pastel de natas. If you've never been to Portugal, well, I'll be honest, they on their own are an excuse enough to come. Oh. Seems I'm doing some spontaneous gravel again. Oh, and now cobbles. Oh. Bloody hell. This is all David's fault. Oh. So yeah, this was all David's idea. He said, you got to come up here because the view is incredible. Oh, David, me and you are going to have a problem, sir. Oh. No, I can only imagine. It is a very lovely view, but Typical, my luck. It's just a little bit cloudy. It's cold up here as well. Let's get down. I'm now on the coast, and what a beautiful coastline this is along here. Absolutely incredible. It is, however, very windy, and of course it's a headwind, but you know what that means. I am coming back this way, hopefully gonna have a tailwind home. Oh yes. Anyways, that beach back there is called Guincho Beach, and it is up there with one of my most favourite places on earth. It is so beautiful. When me and Rach came here earlier in the year, we visited that beach, and that was one of the reasons why we fell in love with this area. It is just breathtaking. I strongly suggest that if you're ever in the area, you get yourself down here and check it out yourself. And if you can, come here at sunset. It is something else, I tell you. Anyways, as I say, I am 50k into this now, and I've got about 25k or so until I get myself to what could possibly be the best calf stop on earth. And that is because, as I said, I'm off for some pastel de natas, but not just any old natas. I'm off for the best ones in Portugal. I know I'm going to get slated for that by some Portuguese out there. Everyone's got their own favourite place to go for them. You'll pretty much find these glorious little buggers in every calf that you can find. But I personally think this place is just that little cut above the rest. Here we go, 83 kilometers in, and I've made it to the home of the pastel de nata. So here we go, this is what we come for. This little glorious thing. Oh my god. Mate, you cannot beat these ones from the original birthplace, Pasteis de Belem. It was worth the ride, I tell you. Don't worry, I didn't ride 83 kilometers just for one either. So good. So for those of you that don't know what a pastel de nata is, it is basically a Portuguese custard tart. The words pastel de nata directly translate to fried pastry of cream, and that is exactly what it is, and it is bloody delicious, I tell you. Now, I know the English in the room, when you hear the words custard tart, like myself, you might cringe because, well, the English versions aren't that great, let's face it. These, however, are on another level. They are nothing like the English versions. They are light and fluffy and just absolutely beautiful. Now, this is probably my 5th time coming here, and I tell you what, as long as I'm living in Portugal, I'm going to continue coming back here. And I'm not alone. This place is very, very popular, especially with the tourists. There is people here all time of the day, and as you can see from the sign, they first opened their doors in 1837. Let's just imagine how many pastel de natas they have sold in that time. Right, I'm back on the road. That ends the segment of me declaring my love for pastel de natas. I'm on the way home now, but look at the bloody sky. Oh no. And yep, just as I say that, I can feel a bit of precipitation. Oh, wonderful. I knew this ride was going too well. Yep, that's definitely rain. Oh no. Oh, it looks like I'm getting wet. Oh dear. Ah, well. I literally went from being so happy eating my pastel de natas to wet. And of course, didn't come prepared, did I? I haven't got my rain jacket. Right, anyways, I'm going to stop whining and crack on because, well, I'm not going to get home by sitting under a tree, am I? So let's crack on for a bit. Fun times. So a quick update, I am now 105 kilometers in, still soaking wet, but it has, I'm going to cross my fingers just in case, it has stopped raining for now, so let's hope it stays that way. I am a little bit worried because I've been sitting there doing the maths and I think it's going to be pretty tight. If I continue at the pace that I've been going at, I should be fine. I've got about 2 hours to get home before it gets dark, so let's just see how I get on. I've just quickly stopped to refuel, only the best, but I can't stop for long, so let's get back on the road and try and crack out the rest of this ride. Well, the list of things that are deciding to break on me goes on. My Garmin has now decided to stop working. Oh, you can't write this. You really can't. The touch screen has completely stopped working. It does nothing. And typically, it decided to stop working when I was on the settings screen. So, I can't see any data and I can't see my maps. The only time my maps pops up, luckily, is when a turn's coming up. It sort of overrides the setting screen. So, I mean, that's a positive at least. I can still figure out where I'm going, sort of. I will get home one way or another. I've literally just gone back through Cascais and I'm working my way back along the coast until I get back to Edessara. And as I said, hopefully I'm not jinxing it, but the sky is looking a lot better now. And it is relatively warm. It's 18 degrees right now, so I'm not going to complain. We don't mind getting a little wet, do we? Skin's waterproof after all. Oh, and one last thing. That's the last straw. This Garmin's going in the bin. Oh my God, look at that. Even when this place is grey and gloomy, it is still absolutely beautiful. I've just reached the top of the last big climb of the day. That one was about 4.5k long. I'm now currently 120 kilometers in. I managed to get the Garmin screen off of settings, and now it's stuck on the compass. But on my compass screen I have got time of day and distance, so we've got a little bit of data for you now. Still no maps though, and still this thing is going in the bin. I've also now come to the conclusion that I don't think I'm going to make it before dark, which is annoying because I didn't come prepared. I haven't got a front light. The time of day is currently 4:28 and I've probably got about an hour, if I'm lucky, until it gets dark. I've got a horrible feeling I'm not going to make it. Oh, and it started raining again. Happy days. Alright, quick update. It's definitely dark now. And I just popped into the petrol station there. I was hoping they might have a torch and some tape. That was what I was going to resort to. But they didn't. So I'm going to push on for a little bit longer just before I lose the last little bit of light. See how much further I can get. Yeah, safe to say I'm not going to make it. But let's give it a go anyway. 143k in I am. So close. So annoying, that's what it is. And so wet. Right, so that's it. I managed to finally make it home. I'm all showered and fed and feeling human again. What started out as a very simple idea behind today's video ended up being a pretty epic ride in the end. Now, on the way home, as a result of trying to be clever and shave off some distance, I actually went the wrong way and ended up adding distance. So the ride actually ended up being 161 kilometers. But I know that will keep you guys back in the UK happy, because that means it was exactly 100 miles. The route ended up being a great one, and it's definitely one that I'm going to be doing again. And of course, I'm definitely going to be returning to Pasteis de Belem. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.